going to do one long one.
Okay, that's about right, I think.
And it's a storytelling one. There's quite a lot of rhyme in it. I'm going to flag it for domestic violence. All fairy tales should probably be flagged for domestic violence, but this one's kind of nasty. And you might go off animals somewhat. It's about a badger. Alice came home to find her parents fighting. Her father's face was red and her mother was shouting. Dad grabbed Alice by her arms. "Go away," he cried. Then he lifted her up and he swung her outside. She ran down the path and through the gate and across the field and into the forest. I hate them," Alice yelled. Because of her legs, Alice ran with a wobble. Her wobble got worse when she became tired. "I'm never going back," she made herself promise, then sat on a log and started to cry. A big grey creature saw her and thought that she smelt odd, not like a creature that he knew. Maybe she was lost. "Hello," he grunted. "Who are you?" He slowly shuffled forwards. Alice looked out from behind her hands. "I'm Alice," she said. "Ignore me." Badger introduced himself, then asked her not to cry. He pointed upwards with a smile. "The sky will copy you." Alice glanced up through the trees. Raindrops were coming through. "Will you be my friend, Badger?" Alice asked politely. "If you obey my set rules, yes," Badger said quite lightly. "The set is your home, isn't it? You are a clever girl." "I will obey your rules, of course. It's your home, it's only fair." They shook hand and paw and agreed to be friends. Badger would sleep during the day and only get up at night. Alice learnt to do the same, even though it didn't feel right. The two would rise at 9 o'clock, work through the night till dawn. This made Alice very tired. She often stopped to yawn. "Badger, couldn't we try?" she started to say one night. "That wouldn't work," said Badger. Alice said, "But I..." "Stop it," said Badger. "Don't I love you?" he objected. "I know what's best for both of us. I've worked it out correctly." Alice shrugged uncomfortably and looked down at her feet. Her throat felt sore and tight today. She found she couldn't speak. Alice missed the daytime creatures, no longer saw the birds or mice. "I miss my home. I have no friends. I'm lonely," she told Badger. "You have me." Badger stroked her hair while slowly growing madder. "I have you." Alice smiled, then stopped. Badger spoke again. "You do love me, don't you, Alice? I love you, but it's when..." "No buts," Badger yelled. He began to pull at Alice's hair. "If you want me to change a single thing, you don't love me enough right now." He pushed her away. "Do you love me?" "Of course I do," said Alice. But Alice couldn't sleep. Her thoughts were chasing their tails. She knew that Badger had been kind when they'd met, but now she scraped her nails across the earth walls of the set. If only she could make him see the daytime creatures were no threat. "What if I had just one day off, one daytime, once a week? Dearest Badger, I would be so much happier to have a chance to meet the birds and talk about daytime things." This was a long speech for Alice. "But no," he howled. "You do not love me." "No," he yelled. Alice shrank. He said they had to fatten up and be prepared for winter, hibernation, a big long sleep. Alice knew it wouldn't suit her. Alice could hear the daytime creatures snuffle about above her. Alice eventually grew to see that Badger did not love her. He could be kind, he could be soft, but mostly he was grrr. One day, when Badger was fast asleep, she knew she had to leave. Alice got up and wobbled away, wiping her eyes on her sleeve. When Badger woke that evening and saw that Alice was not there, he shouted her name. "Alice!" He growled her name. "Alice!" and finally beat the air. He clawed at the earth, tore at his chest and stomped outside to find her. He howled her name and stomped some more and dug out holes in anger. "Alice!" He dug like she was a missing bone, but it was too late. Alice had gone.